Welcome to the Michigan Runner Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Hi, I'm Carter Sherline for Great Lakes Sports Publications and Michigan Runner Magazine at the VIP breakfast for the 2009 Brooksie Way Half Marathon and 5K. And I'm here with County Executive L. Brooks Patterson, who is the driving force behind this event. And tell us a little bit about the event itself.
Well, we're going to be doing our second Brooksie Way on October the 4th, and this is a sort of a prelude to that. We have a CEO breakfast this morning. This will be our second year. Last year we set a record for inaugural runs. We had over 4,000, and we're ahead of pace this year, so we should add even more runners to the course, which starts over here at Oakland University and runs around Rochester and down to the trails. It's a beautiful 13-mile run for the half marathoners. And there we go. A little quieter.
All righty. This good?
We're rolling.
Congratulations, L. Brooks Patterson, on a fabulous inaugural Brooksie Way. What do you think?
I couldn't be more pleased. We had record numbers for the first one. People were telling us we're lucky if we get 1,000. We got over 4,000. I just flew by in a helicopter. People everywhere, cars everywhere. It's just really a magnificent morning. We know from our side how pleased we are, and I'm sure that my family's excited by this turnout for the Brooksie Way.
Well, I think the weather gods helped a little bit.
Oh, yeah, blue sky, not a cloud anywhere, so that definitely brings out, I think, the crowd. And it's a new course, and it's real challenging. I talked to some of the runners. Good, thank you. And some of the runners said they thoroughly enjoyed going up and down the trails and around. So it's a different course, and I think they'll all be back next year.
It looked to me like you did the 5K.
Oh, I did the 5K, got my shoe. I don't want to check my time. I mean, I'm not that silly, but I just rolled along, had a good time, talked to people. So, yeah, I did the 5K.
Well, you inspired quite a few people to do their very first 5K today. What do you think about that?
I'm delighted. One of the aspects of this, of course, is not only to have a quality of life event, which it is, but to help contribute in some way to health and fitness in the community. And people who train for this, I've had a lot of people tell me they never ran a half marathon in their life. All of a sudden they're running 13.1 miles today. So it's had all the spin-offs and byproducts that we could hope for. We're encouraging people to check us out. You can find out more about the race on the web. It's the Brooksie Way, one word, the Brooksie, B-R-O-O-K-S-I-E, thebrooksieway.com.
I think it's interesting that Brooks is trying to get so many CEOs to run and make a commitment to running, and I haven't heard a commitment of him running yet. And I'm not even talking about the Brooksie. Sorry. So, you know, I'll go back to West Michigan soon, so don't worry about me. It is exciting to be back, and this was just a wonderful first-time event last year. Over 4,000 runners. It's going to be bigger and better this year. For those of you thinking about running the Brooksie and you're sort of sitting on the fence, the 5K is a very manageable thing to do. I know you're not waving at me. The sun is just getting into your eyes. Is it hitting the top of my head and blinding you? I'm sorry. Don't be afraid of it. You can do a 5K. All it takes is commitment and time. And really the hardest part of this, and I know for people like you, carving out the time. At this time I'd like to introduce Joan Benoit to come up and say a few words. Joni has been an inspiration to runners all across the world, really. Former world record holder. I have one funny story to tell about Joni. Now it's not bad, it's not any of the bad things. We've been friends too long. Years ago at the Chicago Marathon, they brought Ingrid Christensen in, who was the world record holder. She had broken your world record. You were the Olympic medalist, former world record holder. And they got up at the press conference and they said to Ingrid, "What do you need to do to win?" She held out her arm, and on her arm was all the splits that it would take to run a new world record. She said, "Here's my splits. If I run this time, I'll win." Joni gets up. "Joni, what do you need to do to win?" She goes, "Just beat her." She did. I'd like to introduce Joan Benoit Samuelson.
this morning. Bobby, it's been way too long. I was here, I think, about 25 years ago for the Crim, and I haven't been back to the area since. And what you're doing here in the communities is just wonderful. So I'm just honored to be part of it. Running has been a big part of my life. It was 25 years ago that I ran through the tunnel into the Coliseum in LA. It's hard to believe. The first words my mother uttered to me were, "Now can you quit?" And I looked at her and said, "What the heck is she thinking?" Because I still had goals that I want to achieve, and I know most of you are. So thank you all for inviting me to be with you this morning. I look forward to attending all the festivities, and I haven't run the Brooksie Way yet, Brooks, but I want to come out and witness that event too.
You'll be welcome. You know that. Thank you. After Joan's inspiring words about health, I'm going to delay the announcement of the new addition to this whole weekend. It's called the Mimosa Mile. We'll talk about that later. Hey, thanks everybody for being here this morning. This is a big hit. Thank you.
We're just here to promote the Brooksie Way in Oakland County here. It's coming up in October, and yeah, we're just here at the CEO breakfast just to promote the race and tell people what a great race it's going to be.
We all.
Yeah, yes. So why are you here? So tell us what brought you here.
I've forgotten. The question was so long, I don't remember. Where am I?
Yes. What?
We're here because WJR always is there in the community. It happens to be here at the Royal Park Hotel in beautiful Rochester. But we're here because L. Brooks Patterson is our friend, the Oakland County executive, and the people who will be helped by this. We're all for helping them, and when there's something good that's going on in the community, and people won't necessarily know about it because there's no money for us to make being here, our president and general manager, Mike Feasy, feels it's part of our DNA to be there and to help and to promote and to shed light on some of the great work that's being done in this great community of ours, because there's plenty of negative news. We like to be around the positive news and accentuate it, especially on the Paul W. Smith Show in the morning.
Okay. Well,
Carter's speechless. I don't know what he thought I was going to say.
I'm never on this side of
Ann Thomas can write some things for you if you'd like.
That might help. I've never on this
She's
side
looking
of
for a little freelance
camera,
executive producer work.
Okay, but,
Could Frog Print Studios use that?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get you a little business.
Okay. Well, yeah, I try to stay on the other side of the
You
camera
really ought to
most
point
of
the
time.
mic at your mouth while you're
Yeah,
talking.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
an
I know
old
that,
radio
yeah.
trick
yes,
we have.
Yes, I know that. Well,
Yeah.
that's why I'm usually on the other side of the camera.
I see. Well, I
Yes.
think you're doing just fine
Yes,
now. But I think we're
so,
done now,
yes,
aren't we?
I think we are.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Regards.